Well, hello there. You know, I was just thinking. Now, today's a Saturday. It's not a Sunday yet, but I woke up and I was pondering over all this heaven and hell stuff. Yeah, people, I hear these preachers out here, they're saying, you're going to go to heaven if you do this and if you do that, and if you don't do this, don't do that. You're going to go to hell if you do this, you do that, you do this, or you don't do that. Well, I think that's all a bunch of malarkey. Most of them guys out there doing all that talking are practicing priestcrafts. Now, what that is all them people that practice things, teach their religious ideas and stuff for the idea of getting gain, whether it be money or fame or whatever. That's what they're doing. Now, there's all kinds of people out there that practice priestcrafts. Now, I've made videos, I talk about how many different religions there are. There are thousands of different religions if you get paying attention. I mean, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, and a few of them are common. You get Buddhism, Hindu, there's a lot of people in them. But then you get down to this other stuff, and people just don't think about it. That LGBT way of life, thinking, is a religion that people join. This greenhouse stuff, about greenhouse gases and how they're destroying the atmosphere, and the God is these whatever that gets rid of all this. It's them big windmills standing out there that's looking for some Don Quixote to come along and chase them around with a spear, all that kind of stuff. All them great big solar farms, that's the God of these people. Well, that stuff is a religion. That's what they believe. And they got all kinds of them people up there preaching about it, talking about it to get gain and to get fame and to do all kinds of things. Have an excuse to run all over the planet in them big jets. Well, I got a different idea. Now, I know there's a heaven. And I know there are going to be people that's going to be out there. It's going to go into a place called outer darkness. It's going to be hell. But the real hell that I've suffered through a lot of that hell stuff. I do right now sometimes. I get to thinking about some of the things in my past that I've screwed up, and things that I've done, people I might have hurt, whether it was intentionally or unintentionally. All this kind of stuff. Now, when I see there's a picture that comes into my mind every now and then about a lady. She's over there somewhere in the Sudan or Ethiopia or something. She's one of those ladies. They're particular. You can tell they're certain ethnic group just by the way they're dressed and how she's tall and slender, and she's got a baby hanging on her. She's got a baby she's got on her arm, and you can't tell in the picture whether that baby is dead or alive. But that baby is hungry. It's starved. And that lady is starved, and she don't know what to do. That woman is in hell. And you know something? There are people that put that woman and that child in hell. Just like now, them people over there in that Ukraine, I don't care whether it's Joe Biden or that Johnson fella or them idiots from Poland or who it is, and that Putin guy. Well, for many years, them people have been pushing on Russia. They've been poking the bear with sticks. and the bear's been telling him to quit poking me. Well, the bear finally done something, and they're trying to get him to do something else. I guess they want him to drop one of them nuclear devices around, so they got an excuse to start shooting off some of their nuclear devices. But you look at the things that's going on. You look at them people that live in that area. I don't care whether it's at Donbass or it's at any of that area around there. Crimea. Well, I don't know whether Crimea is right in the middle of that fight now. But, that the buildings in Ukraine and them cities at Kiev and everything, them citizens, normal, common people, are in hell because of what that bunch of people is doing. They got no control over it, those people that are suffering. There's Jews and there's Ukrainians and I don't know, there might be some of the remains of the old Cossack ethnicity in there running around that don't want to be fighting anymore. That old jerk Stalin, that was FDR's hero. That Stalin fella, how many millions, 140 million or 60 million of his own people he killed? Not necessarily his necessity, but they didn't believe like he did, and he was scared of them because they didn't like him. Oh, gee. Well, see, now, this heaven thing, there's even people, you get that, well, you take that old Soros guy, you take that Schwab guy, you take that Bill Gates guy, you just look at their faces. Why? Them billionaires, they got all that money, all that power, they must be, they're living in heaven. I'll guarantee you that the guy, that feeling and that thoughts they got, they're so afraid, they're just, oh, we got to cause all this. That Biden fella back there in Washington, he's got to look like that. That Zelensky over there in Ukraine, he's got to look like that. He looks, yeah, that Zelensky, I don't know, but I suspect he might be sort of a Adolf Hitler wannabe that's come along. Of course, there's a lot of them guys, them Adolf Hitler wannabes, and there's a lot of them Stalin wannabes. There's, I forget what that guy's name over there in Cambodia that run the Khmer Rouge, what his name was. There's a lot of guys like that, and at one time back in President Reagan's day, there was a Noriega down there in Panama that all them good Americans that was going to democratize the whole world put into power. Well, they had to take him out of power. He got himself. You know, so that heaven and hell thing, I don't care what you believe. Them Wiccans out there dancing around. I often think I'd kind of like to go out there and watch some of them ladies dance around in the firelight or in the moonlight out there in the forest somewhere in the greenery. I think that'd be a bunch of naked ladies dancing around. I think that'd be entertaining to watch. And they try to be nice. They try to be good to people. Some of them guys practice that voodoo. They're doing good. They try to be good to the people. They try to use that some kind of power to make people's lives better. Then there's always the other side, the dark side of it. Dark side of the Wiccans and the light Wiccans and the voodoo, dark voodoo and the light voodoo. And there's dark Christianity and light Christianity. There's dark Islam and light Islam. Check it out. Pay attention. The biggest share of us is going to be in a place where we're going to be all right after we've got over figuring out what we did wrong here. That hell's going to be a personal thing to each of us. But that heaven's going to be something that we've earned, that we've been given by the powers that be. Well, just think. I'd like God to bless y'all. See you again.